In the first question of this exercise, it says factorize the following expressions. We have to factorize all these expressions. There are three terms you can see and there is no common factor. So we have to do it in such a way that we have to factorize it even when there is no common factor. So before we start, we have two formulas or two identities which we need to remember. Let me show you those identities. First one is a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, and a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So these two identities we need to remember before we start. See the first one, a square plus 8a plus 16a. So if we compare this to the right side of the first identity, a square is already there. Last term is b square, that is 16. Is 16 a perfect square? Yes. Of which number? Of 4. So we can write it as 4 square. Now the middle term 8a, if it can be written in 2ab form, then we can write it in a plus b whole square, which will be the factored form. So let's see. 2 into a is a and b is 4. 2 into 4 is 8, 8 into 8, 8a. Yeah. So a square plus 2ab plus b square. So this can be written as a plus b whole square, that is a plus 4 whole square. This is how we have to factorize it. So for the first expression, the factored form is a plus 4 whole square. Let's do the second one now. In the second one also same steps. You can see a square, that is p square. 25 is 5 square, and minus 2 into a is p and b is 5. 2 into 5 is 10 into p is minus 10p. So it can be written as a square minus 2ab plus b square. So this equals a minus b. A is p and b is 5. So p minus 5 whole square. So the factored form for the second one comes out to be p minus 5 whole square. Let's do the third one now. Here is 25m square. Can it be written as whole square? Can it be a perfect square of any number? 25 is a square of 5 and m square is already there. So we can write it as 5m whole square. It means a is equal to 5m. 9 can be written as 3 square. It means b is equal to 3. And then 2ab, 2 into 5m into 3. 2 into 5, 10. 10 into 3, 30. 30m. Yes, we are getting 2ab. It means it is equal to a 5m plus b 3. A plus b whole square, 5m plus 3 whole square. So the factored form for the third expression is 5m plus 3 whole square. Let's do the fourth one now. 49y square. 49 is a square of 7. So 7y whole square. 36 is a square of 6. 6z whole square. Now the middle term 84yz. 7 into 6 is 42. And 42 multiplied by 2 is 84. And here we have y, here we have z. So yes, we are getting 84yz. So it can be written as 2 into 7y. A is 7y and b is 6z. 2 into 7, 14. 14 into 6, 84 and yz. So it can be written in a square plus 2ab plus b square form. So it is equal to a plus b whole square. So 7y plus 6z whole square. So 7y plus 6z whole square becomes the factored form for the fourth expression. Let's do the fifth part now. 4x square minus 8x plus 4. 4x square can be written as 4 is the square of 2x. So 2x square, and 4 can be written as 2 square. Then we have minus 2 into 2 is 4 and 1 2 more. So 2 into 2 into 2 is 8 and x is there. So 8x we are getting. How? A is 2x, B is 2. So 2 into A, 2x, into B, 2. 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8. So we are getting 8x. So A square minus 2ab plus B square is equal to A minus B whole square, that is 2x minus 2 whole square. But it is still not completely factored because you can see both the term have 2. So inside the square we can factor out 2 from both the terms. So it will be 2x by 2 which is x and 2 by 2 which is minus 1. So whole square. Now we can distribute the exponent to 2. So 2 square into x minus 1 whole square. So 2 square is 4 and x minus 1 whole square. This becomes the final factored expression for fifth part. 4 into x minus 1 whole square. Let's do the sixth part now. In the sixth part, 121b square and 16c square. So 121b square, 121 is the square of 11. So 11b whole square, and 16 is the square of 4. So 4c whole square. Now 2 into 11 is 22 into 4 is 88. So and BC. So we are getting the middle term, that is 2 into A. A is 11b into B. B is 4c. So we are getting the form A square minus 2ab plus B square. So this should be equal to A minus B whole square, that is 11b minus 4c whole square. So this is the factored form for the sixth part or sixth expression. Now in the seventh question, L plus M whole square minus 4LM, and a hint is given, expand L plus M whole square first. As you can see, like in this form it cannot be factored. So first let's try to expand this. L plus M whole square, we'll use this one. A plus B whole square is equal to A square plus 2AB plus B square. A is L, B is M. So L square plus 2AB, it means 2LM, plus B square, it means plus M square, minus 4LM. Now we have two like terms, 2LM and minus 4LM. 2 minus 4 minus 2. So it becomes equal to L square minus 2LM plus M square. How we got minus 2LM? 2LM minus 4LM. They are like terms. When we combine them, we will get minus 2LM. Now it is, if you see carefully, it is equal to this. A square minus 2AB plus B square. L square minus 2LM plus M square, which is equal to L minus M whole square. So this is the factored form for the seventh part. Let's do the last part now, eighth one. A raised to the power 4 plus 2A square B square plus B raised to the power 4. If you see carefully, we already have 2AB form. So A is A square actually and B is B square actually. So here A raised to the power 4 can be written as A square whole square, and B raised to the power 4 can be written as B square whole square, and 2A square B square is 2AB. So A square plus B square plus 2AB is equal to A plus B whole square. A is actually A square and B is actually B square and whole square. So this becomes the factored form for the last expression.
To learn more about how QMath can help you crack school and board exams, explore QMath Leap. a live online classroom program run by highly experienced and committed teachers.